All right, continuing with part 3 of 4 of my examination of 53 existing short positions. We begin with General Electric. I was just reading the history of the Dow Jones Industrial Average this morning. Yes, this is how I spend my free time. The original list was only, I think, like maybe a dozen stocks. And the only one of those, and like one of them was like American Leather Company. So these are like long deceased. The only survivor is General Electric, and who knows how long that'll last. It's the only original industrial that's still on there, even though it's lost in this insane bull market about 70% of its value. In fact, it's kind of sad because it's got these 3 peaks here. One, which was at the Jack Welch's God era in 2000. And then the next one was at the peak of the housing bubble, where it completely crashed. And then the most recent one was around 2016. Each roughly in the same spot, kind of in the upper 20s. The ultimate peak was in 2000, but more or less the upper 20s, and it dies every time. And in this instance, it's tried to recover, but my view is that it's stalled out and that ultimately the company might have some trouble, you know. Here's G3 apparel, GIII, and this is below its failed trend line. GT, another auto victim here, Goodyear Tire, a trio, actually a quartet of reversals. And we've got this one right here. So I've tightened this one up to take into account that most recent price gap, 1526. HAIN Celestial Group, ooh, these like tea makers and such. Big reversal on that. Kind of unproven though. This has never had evidence of a major reversal, so this is kind of an experiment. See what happens. HAL, which is Halliburton. This one, you can see the pattern quite plainly there. Failed trend line, and the latest horizontals down here at 2547. HST, Host Hotels and Resorts. Got a whole series of reversals. This looks like a data error to me. I think I've reported this. Yeah, I don't know what happened then, but it's not really material to our purposes. That's what the more recent history looks like. Present pattern not complete. Do have a series of lower highs, however. The support's way down at 14.99, a good $2.50 away. If International Flavors and Fragrances, a long-term channel, and rather a sloppy pattern here, seems to have stalled out. A couple of big price gaps, and most recent price gap way up there. I would actually get out of this if it dared cross like 129.5. IMAX, IMAX. This is the third major reversal, the second of which went nowhere. And big right triangle pattern there. Hasn't broken yet. That would require a drop below 17.55. International Paper, symbol IP. Got a broken trend line. A series of horizontals here, noting the developing levels of resistance. And then right here, very small pattern with a price gap here at 45.42. And as a reminder, my gold and diamond members, on top of getting more ideas, also they can basically look at all these charts directly with these embellishments. Another nice benefit of that level of membership. JLL, Jones Lang LaSalle, just hanging on for dear life to the underside of that broken trend line, and kind of a triple top going on here too. So this is looking pretty encouraging. KRO, Kronos Worldwide. I've been thinking about covering this. It's falling quite a lot, but I've just been tightening up the stop more and more. We'll see. It's right in the middle of its red range there, defined by the red and the green lines. So, but I'll just sit tight and keep tightening the stop up, as I say. Let's look at a couple more. MEOH, Methanex. This one, we've had a whole series of reversals on this. And we're a good $12 or so from its big trend line there. And the last one, MPELX, which is a very nice inverted saucer. We've pushed right up against overhead supply. And this red line is at 27.36. So that's it for everybody. And gold and diamond, you got one more video coming with a bunch more symbols.